Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. And salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, pushing forward this word, whether people hear it for bear, and are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. All right. We have so I wanted to go to a quick we'll see how long it takes, but a lesson pertaining to trusting the process, right? You know, because we have to, coming in this truth, you have to there's a process of growth, there's a process of endurance, right? So ultimately I hope this lesson will be edifying, right? So I'll start off with Matthew 24:12, which reads, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved." Right? So in order to be delivered, you have to endure until the end. Right? You know, they have that misconception that they push through Catholicism and fake Christianity. You know, the doctrine that you learn in church is that as soon as you call upon the name of baby Jesus and you accept the name baby Jesus, that you're saved. At work, I saw this bugged out Edomite. I perceive she's an Edomite, you know, but I saw that bugged out Edomite. She's telling me she's 7 times saved. Yo, that's beyond true. You see, you're 7 times saved of what? You know, you have, in order to be saved, you have to be delivered out of a situation, and we know that that situation is gonna be the second death, which is the nuclear missiles. The nuclear missiles and the pestilence plagues that are gonna hit, you know, when the Lord sends those plagues. You see, and it says here in Mark 13:12, "Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved." Right? So that's that tribulation, that hardship, that temptation. You have to endure until the end. The Lord has to test you, you know, to see if you're gonna fold under pressure, right? And we know that the men, the elect, the elect are already predestined not to fold, man. Our souls, our whole being is centered about serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, following the Lamb wheresoever he goeth. You see, it tells us in Revelation 2:10, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer." All right, the Lord is telling us not to fear, regardless of what's about to happen unto us. We have to hold fast to what we have. "The devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried." Okay, it's not for your death, it's so that we may be tried. And even if we die, we're still being tried, because it says strive for the truth even unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. It's an easy thing for the Lord to bring you back, because when you're in this truth, when you understand the proper doctrine, you even understand that there's such a thing as reincarnation, back in the flesh, reincarnation. So the Lord can put your spirit back in the flesh, because we know that the spirit never dies. All right, the spirit only goes back to the fourth heaven, okay, to the third heaven, Salakia. It says here, "And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, but be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." Be thou faithful unto death. And we know that there are some of the elect that are gonna have to be martyrs for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But it also tells us, "He that saved his life shall lose it. He that loses his life for my name's sake shall find it." Because at the end of the day, if you lose your life for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you'll be raised up before those that are still. You'll be raised up for You'll be raised up unto those chariots before those that are still alive. You see, so you get a first class seat to salvation. And again, it tells you he will give you a crown of life. So it's either way, it's a win-win situation if you lose your life for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's sake. You see, it says here, verse 11, "He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death." He that overcometh. Now, what do you have to overcome? The world. It tells us, greater is he that is in you, that he that is in the world, and you have overcome him that is in the world. What is in the world? the devil and his physical counterpart, Esau Edom, death. Okay, so we have overcome death, such as Yahweh Shai has overcome death. Okay, because we have put our faith into Him. Okay, and in Him we can only find life. Yeah, so like we through Him we find life. Okay, we're able to be reconnected and be accepted by the Father, because no man can go to the Father except they go through Yahweh Shai. Okay, so it says here in verse Revelation 2:25, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And what is this? Is the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, this truth, this doctrine, right? It tells us, tells us, I marvel that ye are so soon removed from the gospel that I preached unto thee, which is not that you're moved unto another gospel, which is not another gospel, right? So that's why it's important to hold fast. It tells us, if a man speak not according to the law and to the testimony, he has no light in them. Test the spirit by the spirit. Right? You have to understand, man. Some people out there, even Satan transformed himself as an angel of light. These demons. Esau Edom can come through and he can twist the words. Make it seem like, oh, the Gentiles is everyone. Now the salvation is open on for everyone. But no, man. We know that's only for the Israelites. You see, many false prophets shall rise in the last days, right? But we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, right? We know, okay. And as I said earlier, the hopeful, the elect, okay. We follow the Lamb wheresoever he goes. We hear his voice. The Lord said, "I have my sheep hear my voice." Right. So once there's one song, which is this truth. If someone plays it wrong, you'll be able to know, that doesn't sound right. There's something off about the melody, okay. But once you hear the song being played properly, you know in your spirit, that's a correct song. The elect, the elect of the Lord, they know. Okay, so it says here, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation. So again, you have to endure until the end to receive a reward. Okay, it's like you're going through school. You start off, but it's not until you finish those 4 years that you're gonna get your degree. But or even you can finish before those 4 years, but you have to finish you need to finish the program itself. You cannot start. You do 1 year and then you expect to have a diploma at the end. No, you have to finish the whole course. You see, the whole program. You see. So that's that process. You can't just come in and think you're as they tell you in those churches, in those cemeteries. You see, they tell you, as soon as you believe in the name, you'll be good. You call upon the name of baby Jesus and you're good. You're saved. You're delivered. You see, no, it's not about that, man. You have to go through affliction, to tribulation, and endure that process until the end to receive the reward. Okay, it's at the end. It's at the end of the race that the victor obtains his medal. Okay, so we need to, as Paul said, I run not as one that run in vain. We're not running in vain, because we're running for an incorruptible crown. These people are running for something that is vain. It's gonna pass away. Okay, but us, we're running for an incorruptible crown. All right. Revelation 3:5, it says, he that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. And why is that? Because we are not ashamed of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We have confessed his name on the earth. We have done the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai instead of our own will while we were walking this earth. Okay? And that's why the Lord Yahweh Shai is not going to be ashamed of us when he returns, and he's going to confess us in front of his Father. See this man right here, this brother right here, he kept my commandments as I have given unto him. You see, and faithful is he, because he believed without seeing me with bodily eyes. Okay, and he was faithful even unto death. And this is what we have to strive for. Okay, it says here, verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. You have kept the words of my patience, and I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Us right now, we're already going through that fire. We're already going through a process of purification through that fire. Okay, but these people that were not willing to bow down their ears are willing to put are willing to put Yahushua first, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua first, they'll go to the fire as well. But that fire is gonna be so intense that they will have to be put to death through that fire, right? Because us we're being prepared by the fire right now. We're going through the affliction and tribulation right now. So when the time comes, we'll be tried and we'll be made perfect. Okay, we'll be purified out of the filth that comes from being in the flesh or walking in the flesh. You see, because we're gonna be walking in the spirit. Okay, so we're gonna be found worthy. Okay, because we've been tried. Okay, the Lord gave us His word, and we have not folded, we have not rejected it, and we have done what was needful for us to do. You know, a reasonable service. We have pushed for a reasonable service. It's reasonable for us to do the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua because He gave us the truth, which is more precious than anything that is on this earth, right? And if you accept this, good for you. If you forbear, if you forsake and forbear, the fire that you're gonna go through is at the end of the day is death. Okay, you're gonna go through that nuclear missiles, and then you're gonna be destroyed. But those that go through that furnace right now, to the furnace of adversity right now, they don't have to go through the fire at the end, the fire at the last day. Okay, because they already have been found faithful and worthy. Okay, of the kingdom. Okay, so there's no need for them to go through that fire again. They're already past that stage. They're already past the process of being tried. Now these other people, now they'll have to be tried, and now the 2/3 of Israel will have to be tried in the fire with the other garbage. Okay, with the other nations, right? Verse 11, it says, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou hast," which again means pertaining to this doctrine, the 100% truth of the gospel, right? The names, okay? "That no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go out no more out. And I will write unto him," it's like, "and I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is the New Jerusalem, So like, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name." Verse 21, Revelation 3:21. "To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame and am sat down with my Father in his throne." So you see, that's the process. Until you overcome, you cannot enjoy the treasures of heaven. You need to overcome first, man. You need to be proved, for even Yahushua was proved, and the servant is not greater than the master. Okay, and it tells us Sirach 2:5, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." Acceptable men. For you to be accepted of the Father, you need to go through that furnace of adversity, right? The thing is, regardless whether you choose the easy way or the hard way, you're still gonna go through that fire, because at the end of the day, every knee shall bow. It doesn't matter, man. You know, if the Lord has not put it in your spirit to acknowledge that the fact that He is the living power, the one that created heaven and earth, at the end of the day, when Yahushua comes back, all knees shall bow. Okay, regardless, there's not gonna be no atheism, no other vain worship of idols. In the time when Yahushua comes through, He's the truth. Yahushua is the truth. When the truth is on the scene, there's no place for wickedness and lies. All right, all evil is gonna be put away. It's gonna be destroyed and cast out forever. Okay, all evil is gonna be forgotten, man. You see, all darkness and all you know, all the works of wickedness are gonna be put away, man. Put aside, because the truth is here, man. The light is here. There's no more place for darkness when the light is here. Okay. So ultimately, man, you know, so regardless, if you choose to, if you hear and accept this word, good. If you forsake and forbear, good. Regardless, you're gonna believe at the end of the day, man. You see. Next verse, it says, "Believe in Him." How do we work the works of the Lord? How do we work the works of God? And Yahushua answered, "You have to believe on Him that He sent." This is the work of the Lord, that you believe in him that he sent. Without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord. Okay? Believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Okay? Believe in the Most High and put your trust in him. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments and put your faith. Okay? Believe that the Most High is gonna do well with you. Right? That he's gonna guide you. Yeah, that's what it means to walk in the Spirit. What did the Eli say in the book of Eli? I walk not by sight, but by faith. Right? That's the same mentality that we have to have. Okay. And again, I'd like to bring out a few more precepts pertaining to how as trees that as a seed that is planted and grows, you know, and grows, and at the end at the end of the process of growth, at the end of the growth process, it produces fruit. Okay, so at the end of the day, we are at the same time we are in a likeness of those as those seed, as those trees, right? Because in a sense, it's in a sense, even men carry seed. Okay, so we are as trees walking. Okay, and to prove this point, it says here in Mark 8:22, and he cometh to Bethsaida, and they bring him a blind man unto him, and besought him to touch him. And he took the blind man and by the hand and led him out of the town. And when he had spit in his eyes and put his hand upon him, he asked if he saw aught. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. And he put his hand again upon his eyes and made him look up, and he was restored and saw every man clearly. Okay. In Ezekiel 31:8, it says the cedars in the garden of the Most High could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his bow, and the chestnut trees were not like his branches, nor any tree in the garden of the Most High was like unto him in his beauty. I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of the Most High envied him. Okay, and that particular tree is speaking about Adam. Okay, in the reincarnation, Yahweh Shai. Okay, and why was he beautiful? Why was he beautified? Is because of the truth, knowledge, and understanding of the way of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You see, what makes us different, what makes us beautiful, is the fact that we know the Most High and we know how to serve him and we seek to please him. That's what makes us beautiful concerning compared to the rest of the world. Okay, because we have the knowledge and understanding of the Lord, man. Okay, we acknowledge that there is one power. Okay, but the devils and the devils, they fear and they tremble. Yet also Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, it's not just that to acknowledge the name. You have to fear him and obey his voice. Right? Okay, and to further prove the point of men being as trees walking, it says here in Matthew 13:36, then Yahweh Shai sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. And he answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The Son of Man being Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going forth, spreading the good seed. Okay, and he's putting it on in your mind. Okay, your mind is the ground. Okay, it says the field is the world. Okay, but the ground is the mind of man. The field itself is the world. Okay, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. Okay, the tares are the children of the wicked one. Okay, and at this time when we're the Lord is making a separation, a division. Okay, because there's gonna be a time where there's gonna be known who are his lamb and who are his sheep. Okay, he's gonna come and separate those two. Okay, because right now we're all mixed and mangled together, man. A big bowl of confusion, man. Okay, a big pot of confusion that we're in, man, here in Babylon the Great, all over the world, man, because Israel has been scattered all over the world. But again, when the Lord comes, he's gonna divide and bring back his people, man, especially the 1/3. You know, those that are predestined unto salvation. Okay, It says here in Matthew 13 and 18, hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth not, then cometh the wicked one and catches it away, that which is sown in his heart. You see, his heart and his mind. This is he which receiveth seed by the wayside. Okay, that his mind is like the wayside. Now, as soon as he hears it, Satan pulls up and takes away the word. The word is the seed. Okay, so as soon as he hears the word, Satan takes it away. Okay, and he does not endure in this truth. He's not even he took a step towards the truth, but soon he turned right back and went back into the world. Okay, verse 20. But he that receiveth the seed into a stony place, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon will rejoice with joy receiveth it, yet had no root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation and persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. Okay, and again, when your mind is a stony ground, a stony place, you will receive the word with joy. Okay, you're like, oh yeah, that's good. I always knew that I was special. That I was the people of that I was the child of the Lord, and this and that. Oh, salvation is for me. Oh, that's good. You know. But then as soon as someone tells you, no man, that's off. Are you with those bug outs? Are you with the bump camp? Are you with those people? Yo, you get offended, and because of that, you fall out. You see? It says here, verse 22. Also, he that receiveth seed among thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of the word, and the care of the world, and the deceitfulness of riches the word, and he becometh unfruitful. I'll read that again, Salakia. He also that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of the world, and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. He doesn't bring forth fruit because he's too preoccupied by the things of the world, how to keep his money up, chasing the bag, keeping up the appearances. He, as it says, he did not lose his life. He found his life in the world, so he did not lose his life for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, he didn't make the sacrifices so he can as the rich man, that said, I keep all the law. What do I lack thereof? You see? And Yahushua said, give up what you have and follow me. You see, that rich man was choked by the deceitfulness of the riches, and he had no faith. Okay, he had no faith to walk the walk with Yahushua. You see, that's why he turned away sorrowful. Okay, because he can't keep up. You see, woe unto y'all that are rich, because you receive your recompense. Okay, it says here, verse 23. But he that receiveth seed into good ground, being his mind is good ground, is fertile. Okay, and he heareth the word and understandeth it, and which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. Okay, so if the word of Yahweh Bashum Yahushai is planted on good ground, meaning your mind, you understand the word. Okay, you will also bear fruit, meaning that you will go into the process of purification. You'll go into that process of that trial of acceptance. You'll go through that fire, through the furnace of adversity, and you'll overcome. You'll overcome the temptation and the tribulation to find yourself approved of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, and then you'll bring forth fruit because you're a tree. Okay, you'll bring forth fruit, man. You see, our glorying. Yeah, Paul said that our glorying is in our fruit. Okay, in a sense, you see the fruit that we produce, the people that we bring into this truth, the people that we what's it called, that we labor to grow. Okay, the effort that we put in those videos, in going out in the highways and byways so people can hear the truth, that's our labor. Okay, but the fact that these people, they hear the truth, okay, they're being either they're being changed to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, or they're being afflicted by their conscience, because they know that something is gonna happen, man. Okay, people are getting aware that, for example, the Edomites, they're coming to the knowledge that they will have to be punished for all the wickedness that they have committed. Okay, and that the sound in their ears is dreadful. That dreadful sound in their ears, man, is gonna put that and put them in the in remembrance that they have to be punished. Okay, that the Lord is coming to push forth judgment. Okay, to bring forth judgment. Okay, further prove that point that we're laboring uh for the edification of the brothers, for the building up of the body of Hamashiach. It says here in 1 Corinthians 3 and 6, I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. So then neither is he that planted anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. Now he that planted and he that watereth are one. We're all one. We're all working together toward the one direction, following Yahweh Shai. Okay? When we see a brother that is weak in the faith, we strengthen him. Okay? We strengthen him in the faith so he can keep on walking the walk, man. So that he faint not and go back into the world. Okay? And again, it tells us, and we know that the thing is, it's twofold. Okay? It's really twofold because you have to seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling, but at the same time, you have to feed the sheep. You have to turn around and make sure that the people are still on the right path. You have to look at the flock, at the state of the flock. Be not unknowing of the state of the flock. Roughly paraphrasing, you have to know how the people are doing. You have to make sure that you're walking the straight path, and that the people that are with you, they're walking the straight path too. We are our brother's keepers. You see, we are taking care of each other, because if the we are one body. Again, if your big toe gets hurt, the whole body feels it. Okay, if you have a migraine, the whole head feels it. You feel off. Okay, if you cut off your hand, of course your whole body's gonna react. You're gonna feel pain. You see. So it says here, now he that planted and watered are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. You see, according to your own labor. That's why it says seek out thy own salvation. Okay, because at the end of the day, you can't walk in by the works of someone else. That's why you have to make videos if you're a man of the Lord. That's why you have to go out in the highways and byways. You're not gonna obtain salvation by being on the brothers coming board. Okay, every show, every live, you're there on the comment board, pushing down scriptures, but no, when we check your file, when we check your account, no videos, no edification. Okay, you're not gonna slide in the kingdom of another brother's work. You have to put your hand you have to put your hand in the dirt, man. Okay, you see. So it says here, for we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry, and ye are the Most High's building. So everything is done unto edification. We are His workers. And let's go into the word husbandry real quick. Regular definition, of husbandry in the Merriam-Webster definition. And husbandry meaning the cultivation or production of plant or animal agriculture, the scientific control and branch. No. Okay. Yeah. So basically, the first definition was the one. It says the cultivation or production of plant or animals. The cultivation. You're cultivating. You're making sure that the people that are coming in the shoot are gonna walk the proper way, man. You see, it tells us that you'll hear a voice telling you this is the way. That's the voice of the elders and apostles and bishops and the men on down pushing for this doctrine. Okay, who are pushing for the right song. Okay, and we're cultivating. We're in the field. We're being the world. We're in the world cultivating. Okay, the people of the Lord, the 1/3, more specifically, the hopeful elect that will endure until the end. Okay, because at the end, if you endure until the end, you will produce, as it says, 100-fold, 60-fold, and 30-fold. Those that are gonna produce food, because we don't really worry about the plants that are withered. Okay, because we know that we're not going to receive any benefit from it, man. But ultimately, we want to produce fruit, and we want the fruit that we want the fruit that we produce to produce fruit as well. Okay, because at the end of the day, we all have the same goal, the edification, the edification, or the building of the house of David, the house of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, and again it says here pertaining to how we are Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's husbandry. It says here in Matthew 20:1, for the kingdom of heaven is like unto the man that is an householder, which went out early into the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. And ultimately, we are those laborers, man. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them away into his vineyard. And that penny represents salvation, represents the kingdom. Okay, so the laborers, they agreed for a penny a day. Okay, and he went out about the third hour, and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. You see? And again he went out about the sixth and the ninth hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out, and found others standing idle, and said unto them, why stand ye here all the day idle? And they said unto him, because no man had hired us. And he said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that ye shall receive, that shall ye receive. And that vineyard, again, you remember that with that parable when it says the field is the world. So the Lord is sending us, you're being called by hearing the word. Okay, now the Lord puts it in your spirit to go push the word. That he makes you into a laborer. Okay. Okay, because it says the Lord Yahushua says, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Okay, so the Lord is choosing his people to go out in the highways and byways and to wake up his people. Okay, and once you're waking up, you have to put your hand in the mud, in the dirt, man. You got to get your hands dirty. Okay, you see, when you're in the field, when you're gardening, you have to get your hands dirty. You're playing with dirt, you're playing with mud, you're planting seed. You're sowing. You see, and it's a process, and it's work too, man. You see, so you have to sweat, man. You have to put in the work. You see, feed my sheep. If you love me, feed my sheep. Okay, and it says here, and when they came, Salakia, verse 8, Matthew 20:8. So when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard said unto his steward, call the laborers, and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first. And when they came, and they were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more, and they likewise received every man a penny. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house, saying, these last have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden of the heat of the day. But he answered one of them, and said, friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst thou not agree with me for a penny? Take that thine is, and go thy way. I will give unto this last even as unto thee. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with mine own? Is thine eye evil because I am good? So the last shall be first, and the last and the first last. For many be called and few chosen. Okay, as it says, that penny a day, man. It doesn't matter if you've been in the truth 60 years, or if you just jumped in the truth, because you have to remember, put in mind that that thief, the thief that was beside Yahushua when he was at the crucifixion. When Yahushua was being crucified, there was one wicked thief, and there was one that was that was humble, meek of spirit. And what did Yahushua tell them? This day you will be in paradise with me, man. You see, because this thief, he believed in the last hour. Now are the people that are in the kingdom, the people that are in the kingdom are gonna be mad at the fact that that the man that was living in sin his whole life, at the last second he repented? No, man. It tells us in I believe Ezekiel that the angels rejoice when the sinner repents from his ways, man. You see, and even better that he did it at the last moment of his life, because now he's in the kingdom. He earned the kingdom. He slipped through the cracks, man, and he made it. Good for him. You see, because that penny a day, everyone's gonna receive it, man. And of course, there's gonna be levels. You see, you're not gonna be in the truth for 60 years, and the guy that just hopped in the truth, you're not gonna receive the same reward. But at the end of the day, you will all receive salvation. Okay, y'all gonna receive a place in the kingdom. Okay, it says here in John 15:3, now ye are clean through the word which I spoken unto you. Okay, because the word is fire, and fire is a cleansing agent. Okay, it's a purification agent. It gets rid of all these filthiness. Okay, abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abideth in the vine, Salakia. No more can ye except ye abide in me. Yahushua is the vine. We need to abide with him, man. If you want to bear fruit, you need to be connected to the right doctrine. Because your fruit is gonna be it's not gonna be good fruit if you're not connected to the right doctrine. Okay? Because again, we know that there's one power, one Lord, okay, one way, one truth. Okay? So if you're not preaching this word if you're not preaching according to this word, okay, we know that the fruit that you're bringing forth is not gonna be good. As it says, make a good tree cannot bring forth bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bring forth good fruit. Okay, make the tree either good or make it bad. Okay, regardless, you see, it's either you bring forth good fruit or you bring forth bad fruit. And if you're not abiding in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, you're bringing forth bad fruit. Okay. John 15:5, I am the vine, and ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. If you do not abide in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, if you're calling upon a different name, if you're in a different, if you have different belief, if you believe in Allah, you think Allah is the way, you think Buddhism is the way, you're not abiding in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and you will bring forth no fruit. As it says here, if a man abideth not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered. And a man gathered them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. They are burned. As I was saying before, man, we're going through that fire right now, so we don't have to go through that nuclear missile fire, man, because that fire is here for death. Okay, that fire is here for judgment. Okay. Us, we're suffering now, so we don't have to partake in that judgment with them. As it says, come out of her, my people. Okay, come out of her, my people, lest they be partakers of her sins. And we do not want to be partaker of their sins, so we're going through that fire right now. Okay? It says here, if ye abide in me, and my word abide in you, ye shall ask, and ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Wherein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples. So, same as Yahushai being the glory of Yahweh. We are the glory of Yahushai in the fruits that we bring, because Yahushai brought the most fruit. He is the truth. Okay, he is the vine, and we're extensions of the vine. Okay, so the fact that we are bringing forth much fruit, it's glorifying unto Yahushai, and the fact that we are and that process brings glorification unto the Father. Okay, because it says even the Father is glorified by the accomplishments of his Son. You see, aren't you? In the world we say, oh, we're proud of you. You see, of course you're gonna be proud of if your son is succeeding. If let's say your son has let's say he became a manager in this employee of the month, this and that, in a high position, you're gonna be proud. Your son finished his school. You're gonna be proud. His accomplishment, it looks good on you. So now you can go out and you can go out with your friends and brag about your son. Yeah, my son, he's a studious man. You know, he finished school. He did this, or he got married. All the accomplishments that you're doing, your father is rejoicing for you, man. You see. Then it says here, I'll read that one again. John 15:8. Wherein, herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples. And how can you bear much fruit? Is that you endure until the end, and whatever you have labored in, the brothers that you have labored in, they endure until the end also. That's the fruit. That's your fruit. Okay. And you're being glorified by the fact that they also endured until the end. Okay. It says here, verse 9, as the Father had loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. And what is that? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and feeding the sheep. Okay? If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye may joy, and that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. And how will our joy be full? When we obtain those crown of life, when we obtain the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see? I'll close up with this. It says, Romans 15:1, we then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves. Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good edification. For even Hamashiach pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproach of them that reproach thee fell on me. Okay? So the same way that we're supposed to help a brother out, you see, lift a brother up in the spirit and make sure that he keeps walking that walk, being a brother's keeper, you know, is the same way that we're being servants unto ourselves, man. You know, taking care of the body. It's, as it says, the strongest of the, as it says, Yahushua said, follow my example, because if your mastered, so like if your master washed your feet, you know, and became a servant unto you, you must also become a servant to those that are weaker than thou. You see, the greater you are, the more humble you must be. Okay, so ultimately, I hope this lesson was edifying. Okay, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you know, and ultimately, I wanted to push for the importance of going through that furnace, going through that affliction now, so we may be delivered, and we won't have to since we're being found worthy now, we won't have to go through that purification process that is awaiting the wicked. Okay, because the 2/3 will have to go through that process, and later on they will be coming back to the right mind through the 1/3. Okay, through the righteous, through the hopeful elect. You know, through the elect, they're gonna come back through the elect in their right mind. Okay. But ultimately, man, you want to be a part of the first resurrection. That's why I call this channel GMS First Resurrection Walk. We're walking that walk that's going to lead us to the first resurrection. All right? That being said, hope this lesson was edifying. I like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders and apostles and bishop of GMS, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, who are pushing forth the word, whether people hear or forbear. The brothers and the sisters out there, right, keeping the faith even unto the end. Endure until the end, and you'll receive your reward. Right? Shalom, shalom. DTA Ababa, Kwam Yashala. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Until next lesson. Shalom.